When Glasgow Labour Council decided to shut down 25 nurseries and primaries, they bit off more than they can chew. Absolute fury has erupted in the communities against this butchery of communities and children's education. They want to dump over 2,000 young children at their most formative years in old buildings, further from home, quite often away across dangerous roads, into bigger classes with more kids and less staff because they're cutting staff. It's a cost-cutting exercise which has infuriated working-class communities. The Glasgow Safer Schools campaign has united people across the city in opposition to this, and we've organised marches, we've organised protest lobbies, we've organised massive public support for the people defending their communities. One of the most dramatic recent events is the decision by parents, grandparents and carers to occupy 2 schools in the Wyndford area, Wyndford Primary and St Gregory's Primary. They've staged a sit-in which, as far as I'm concerned, is an act of principle, of tremendous courage and unity against these closures. They've provoked international support as well as across the city. And we're having a discussion with some of those occupying about the reasons and what they aim to achieve. The first question I would ask is, what effect would the council's plans have on your kids or your community if they got away with the closures?
I'm not getting away with the closures.
The effect on the 2 schools closing would be great. Obviously, because this is a community in the Wyndford, the 2 schools are the heart of the community. It runs loads and loads of after-school clubs for the kids. If they took the 2 schools away, there would be nothing here in the community for the kids to do. It would just be a ghetto.
We're already a deprived area as it is. Do you know what I mean? We want your kids to have better than we had when we were younger. And in this day and age, I mean, it's 2009, you know, 1996 anywhere. At the end of the day, we want better for your children and we will get it. We will fight. We are not going to lie back and let yous walk the utopias.
But one of the things the council constantly raises is that the reason for the closures is that the buildings are in a bad state and there's too few kids to go around almost the buildings. What do you think of those arguments they put?
Well, they're wanting St Gregory's to move to St Mary's. St Mary's is a building that looks as if it's ready to fall down. Wyndford and St Gregory's, they look fine for the outside, alright, there is repairs they can done, but to me, aye.
The repairs on the building, there is external repairs being done, but that's due to the government as well. See if they kept up the maintenance of the building, they wouldn't be in this state in the first place. Paint, do you know what I mean? Paint, fixing walls, fixing floors at the end of the day, do you know what I mean?
See, one of the things that we've fought around on the campaign as well is the distance that children have to travel. Does that affect any of your kids?
It's a long walk, it's a dangerous walk, it's the main route in Maryhill, is Maryhill Road. And then we have to, it's not just Maryhill Road, there's a bridge there as well, which is a path for one person. So I've got 2 kids, one at nursery and one at primary. So it means that I would have to take my wee boy up to the school, then come my way back down to the Wyndford estate and put him into the Wyndford nursery. So it means that it's walking up there and walking back down. It's dangerous.
But going through that bridge, Tracy, going through that bridge, you would have to put your 2 kids in front of you. You couldn't hold your kids' hands because of the narrowity of the path. So your 2 kids would have to walk in front of you. One could slap on that road, you're not going to be able to react quick enough. And that road is a busy road on the mornings, especially in the mornings, because it's a main road.
See, another thing I'd like to see what you think about. The Glasgow Safer Schools campaign has constantly argued that, well, in a phrase, 20's plenty in any class of any age group, and that what the council is going to do if they got away with it, which we're determined they won't, it would mean bigger classes. I mean, is that your judgment, or what effect would that have, do you think?
Well, I think it will have a big effect in the children's education if it's bigger classes. My daughter's going into primary 6 this year and she's sitting at 26 people in her class just now, and if she goes to Parkview, then there's another 21 in the class already there, so that's taking it up to a 47 amount in a class, which I don't think would be great for any children to get taught in, 47 with disruptions. The school that my daughter's proposed to go to is Parkview. It's open plan school, it's dividers there, but my daughter wouldn't be able concentrate on her work and things with other children in other classes. I think should be a bit of disruption to the class sizes.
It would be because you've got one class there, but you've got another class on the other side. If say for instance there's a kid in that class deciding, well, I don't want to do that, and deciding to fling a wobbly, that other class is going to be disrupted because they're all going to be wanting to watch to see what's happening in that class. That's the principle.
It's weans at the end of the day. The adults are talking about the children. Adults are those that never mind kids. You know, everybody wants to see what's happening.
Everybody wants to know what's happening.
And you know, when they're kids, it's going to be, they're distracted.
And the class sizes will be very disruptive, definitely, because the council turned in and said that they were trying to bring the class sizes down. So how can they bring them down if they're proposing to shut these 2 schools and put them into inner primary schools that's already sitting at 20 odds in a class, which is ludicrous to me.
Aye. Well, my child's got to St Mary's School, well, proposed to go to St Mary's, which she won't be. St Mary's hasn't got big fencing the way the 2 schools have. They've got quarter fences, so my kid could easily go wear that fence and get killed on Maryhill Road. It's as simple as that. That's a total danger.
That's a big concern.
Aye.
In fact, already class sizes in Glasgow have gone up last year.
Aye.
There's worse provision of smaller classes in 2008 than there was in 2007 or even in 2005. It was better than it is now, and definitely their proposals worsen that situation, which would deplete kids' education in very important years in their life. So when the council have argued that it's on educational grounds they're closing it, it's absolute bunkum.
No.
It's the opposite.
To save them money. It's to save them money.
Yep.
Cheapskates, that's what I'll say, they're cheapskates.
Do you know what I mean, at the end of the day? Why do they want this land?
Because they want to, I mean, at the end of the day, they want to save money, but they're not willing to reduce their own bonuses, they're not willing to reduce their own wage bill, they're not willing to do anything like that. But it's basically, our wains have to miss out because they can't be bothered, really.
Well, they spent £540,000 on mobile phones for their
go,
councillors, so £540,000 into 2 schools would be a big difference in paperwork and different things, and that's what really upsets me and hurts me, because they know that they've got money lying there to bring these 2 schools up to what the standards is that they said it's supposed to be. And if Mr Purcell thinks that we're moving out of these 2 schools, he's got another thing coming, he's not on, he's not getting these 2 schools, and we'll fight and fight and fight until the end, until we do get these schools.
Well, what sort of response have you had after staging the sit-ins, the occupations of the schools? Because, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the people that are occupying the buildings are the ones protecting the community and protecting education. The vandals are the council who are to demolish these facilities and wipe out the standard of education. But what kind of reaction and response have you had from the wider public?
Oh, tremendous.
Nationwide.
It's a big thanks to every single local business that is handed food in, of money, beds, covers, everything you can think of.
Everything you need on a daily basis, we've had sent in.
It's been absolutely fantastic. Even just the businesses, all the parents, they're all coming there and handing stuff in.
For the state and all.
It's nationwide.
This community's came together for the sake of these 2 schools, and it's been fantastic.
And we've been getting a lot of emails and texts from people
that's
occupying factories, Belfast, Italy, Birmingham, everywhere. We've had tremendous support for these people as well, and it is absolutely tremendous that we have got that support, because we were coming in here thinking, oh, have we done the right thing, or oh, have we, or have we not? But now that we've been here these last couple of days, it's been absolutely great. The support is absolutely brilliant.
Well, also one of the things that sums it up, I think, is the banner of Wyndford and St Gregory's United, and I get the impression that the community has grown far more united as a result.
Definitely.
Well, we're united anyway at the start, because, as I say, the 2 schools are together, the kids play together outside school, they walk together in the morning, you know.
My family,
but as I say,
I'm divided with my family. My sister's children go to this school, my kids go to St Gregory's, but it's my family, and I will not let them divide my family. There's just no way. It's not going to happen. No. It's not going to happen.
So what do you hope to achieve through the sit-in?
To keep our 2 schools.
Definitely.
Get the schools and show the council that they can't do this anymore. They're not doing this to the people of Maryhill anymore. Pick something else to take the money away from. Go and pick on other people, don't pick on our kids' education. It's not happening.
Well, of course, one thing they could do would be reverse the 3.7 million grant they've given to property developers in January
Aye,
to develop
aye,
property
aye,
or speculate more like in the city, which is the same amount they hope to save each year by closing schools. That shows their priorities, doesn't it?
Aye, giving and taking.
Yep.
And
And
it's always the poor that suffer. I mean, already cried as it is, and we're suffering again. Suffering
We'll
constantly.
suffer even more if we've got to pay out for bus fares and things like that. If the fair Tuesday are going to be the rains of transfer, but what about us?
We've been entitled to
And
that.
then some ways work, some ways depend on people to bring their ways to school, or people depend on like grandparents and that to come and bring the ways to school, pick them up. And if like some of the grandparents are like pensioners, and it means, do you know, they only stay in the Wyndford estate. It's a couple of minutes walk to the local school, drop the kids off, go back here the road, and then have a wee stroll back here. If they have to stroll a 1.4 miles and 1.2 miles, that's a lot for somebody to do. It's going to start putting people's so it means if they can't get the support for childcare, then it means they're going to have to stop their work, which is going to affect their home. Do you know what I mean? Things are bad just now. I mean, it's really tough. It's tough. And even saying like their parents, one parent was to take a couple of kids, even that's still that one parent, even if everybody was to chip in, and it's still a lot of money. People can't even afford to provide food for. Do you know?
It's
Some
hard enough
people can't get
the right to the state with the big it is. Do you know what I mean? Because I know what this is in a book, but at the end of the day, we struggle already in our own homes, day to day, trying to provide for your children. I'm a single parent at the moment, supposed to start back college in August actually, which I cannot do. Do you know what I mean? Because if my child, if this proposal goes through, my mum will not be able to take my child to Parkview. Everybody has their own personal circumstances, which that falls in, and we fall into that category. I have personal circumstances.
A lot of us.
Do you know what I mean?
And
I can't.
and
My child cannot go to that school.
Doesn't want to know anything about these
Mr.
circumstances.
Purcell has not took any of these kids into consideration,
No.
or their parents.
No.
well, last question maybe is, what's your message to two sets of people? One is to the councillors and the other is to the wider public.
To the councillors, I would say they need to listen to the people of Glasgow. They need to listen. They must know, like having kids themselves. If they were in your shoes, it's alright. They're councillors. They're getting lots of money. They're in different schools.
Well, what I would like to say to the councillors is,
well, what you would like to say is something.
Something else, but
what I would like to say to the councillors is to change their vote, please, because they've never ever voted us through, the Labour councillors, and I would like them to change their vote, trust in their kids' education in this community, and if no, then it's them, it's on their shoulders, it's on their heads for what they've done to these kids, because these kids will end up on the streets, taking drugs, alcohol, breaking into this, breaking into that, because they'll have nothing here to do. That's my word to the councillors, change your vote.
Aye, change their vote.
I mean, my message across the city would be to them that I suppose three things. One is that they should cut class sizes instead of cutting education for children.
Totally.
The other point is that they should invest in local community schools, improve them, update them, make them within distance that people with buggies could walk to, which would also assist people in having jobs or college places or whatever. And the third one is quite blunt, that either on the 17th of April and 23rd of April, when they have the council meetings about this issue, either they vote to save our schools and nurseries, or the people of Glasgow will vote to sack the councillors.
No Labour.
No skills, no vote, that's it.
Exactly. Thank everybody from outside for all the help and support.
Thanks for all the public support.
the text messages.
Keep it coming. We don't have your support. We can't. We need your support.
We need to get these text messages, these emails to give us a wee lift to keep us going. It keeps everybody talking and
keeps
us getting
us
something for here and it's good. It's really uplifting.
There's somebody in England going around collecting money to bring up to Glasgow.
Yeah.
We're doing in Wales.
I mean that
just says it.
gives you goosebumps.
To say thanks very much.
Thanks.